I'm Regina Polk, and today we're talking about something close to my heart. I'm not perfect, but I'm chosen. But before we get started, let's just say an affirmation together, okay? Even in my flaws, I am still God's favorite. I am chosen on purpose with purpose. You know, I remember going into a time in my life where I felt like we always had to be perfect. I remember talking to a friend at one point, and I shared with him, like, I just want to be like Jesus. And he corrected me. He's like, you know that is not your role in life, to be as perfect as we see Jesus. That's why he died. And I thought, I never really pictured that in that way. But here's the thing. I do know that there are times where I'm not my best. And as a result of that, it just seems as if I'm doing something wrong. And then I decide I'm going to beat myself up. I always got to feel like I got to be perfect. And in that space mentally, it breaks me every time. I love being authentic. I enjoy having great conversations that's not prepared. I enjoy just being authentically me. So that tells you that even in this season, I'm not perfect, but I'm still chosen. You may be the same way. You may be in a situation where every time you go into something, you feel like a failure because, one, it may be something that's new. Two, you're hearing the story in your head over and over again that it has to look like this or it should be look like that. Who's going to judge? All those things that keep us right where we are. Well, today I'm just offering you an opportunity to be here with us week after week, month after month, and just accept where we are. Hey, I'm chosen. Hey, I am nowhere near perfect. But I am going to make sure that whatever I'm chosen for, I'm going to give it all that I have. And I would ask that you do the same too. I think about sometimes when the world makes us feel like we have to be perfect. But I'm here to say to you today that it's overrated for me. I am so tired of putting myself in situations where I have to feel like I have to be perfect. I am authentically me. What does that mean? Well, some people will be okay with that and others not. Here's why you get to come in the room, is because we're all dealing with something. Every day there's something going on in our world. And we know that we are anointed, but the messy middle gets us all confused and ready to quit. And then we do. It only sets us back. I can tell you how many times I've started this first episode. Tonight, I'm not quitting. I trust that will be something of encouragement for you, where we live in a society that it's always got to be perfect. I don't want another script in my face. What I desire to do in this season is just be authentically me. Whatever that looks like for you, it's okay with me. But know that every time you join this particular call, this particular podcast, this particular message, no matter what platform this is on and you're listening to it or you're watching it, you can guarantee that you're going to get the best of me. One of the things I know I'm here for is to help you move forward. And so I enjoy the idea that you will be a guest at some point and we get to chop it up. Like, hey, what is worth? Why is it that I know God has something so special for me? And then why is it that I'm still not finished? I still got rough edges all around me. Everything, everywhere, all of it. Oh, I don't know. Does this look good? Nope. Oh, can you stop? Can you start? Why don't we just be okay with what we do when we do it? My sister and friend, I'm simply saying to you, it's okay. But what I tell you to be true is that if we do not start something, we will never end a thing. And that is why I am here this evening. It's to give you the evidence that if I can do something, you can do something. And when that inside voice keeps talking to you about you're not good enough, you can't do this, that's dumb, whatever your negative self-talk is, this is the place where you learn how to no longer be controlled by it. Now, the only way I can tell you this is I got to look in the mirror and talk to me too. That's what makes this podcast so awesome. Because you can just sit in the room, be right here. You can be millions of miles away and still feel like you're sitting in the room with me. Let us have faith in this season that everything we need, He has already supplied. Let us be okay with some breakdowns and some things that necessarily don't go our way. But what we're looking for more than anything is the things that do. There's been no other time on this earth that we can create impact around the world with just one device. And so in this season, I'm encouraging you to don't quit. Whatever it is that you're going after, don't quit. Believe me, I desire to quit every single time in this place. Not tonight. I found today that it's important to do the thing that you've been asked to do the thing that you've been called to do. And it may not make sense for everyone, and yet those people who are there to receive will always be there to receive. And just like now, you may be here for one episode, or you may choose to join this journey with me. And not only just come and be a guest, but share the podcast. Something in it has to be good. Here's what I do know today is that many of us are not good. We're struggling emotionally, mentally, physically. We know that there's so much more on the inside, but yet we just can't put the pieces together. And that's why this space is so sacred, so that you get to come in, settle down, and find peace with where you are and who you are. I know I am. I know that I am divinely purposeful about where we're going. I know that this gift hasn't been given to me just because it was something to do. This calling has been placed on me to help you, to make sure that you can make it through the things that He knew you would have a tough road, and that you could come and have a refuge even in the midst of your own trouble. Because what we do know is trouble don't last always. So, hear me when I say, know who you are and whose you are. I'm simply saying that even in my midst of my messiness, I am filled with courage if there's any reason that I can make a difference in your life. Now, I don't know what episode 125 might look like, but I do know where we are today. And I do know that if we do nothing, we can guarantee ourselves that nothing will happen in return. I feel like sometimes I have to have the courage to do it. And I'm going to tell you something. You have to have someone that's going to stand up for you and say, hey, you got this. Somebody that will have your back always. Someone that will make sure that you are being authentically yourself. They're putting you in check like, no, that's not you. That is not you. So why don't you just talk to the people the way you do? And because of that, this is probably the best one I've ever recorded. And the reason that you haven't seen the others, because you always think that it's got to be perfect. And so do I. But tonight, after a beautiful conference, I am not going to keep living like that. I'm going to do it, and I'm going to understand that I am not perfect, yet I am chosen. Now, what does that look like for you? Like, take a minute and think about that. What is it that you know God has called you to do, and yet you flounder over it day after day after day? You say you're going to do it today, and then all of a sudden, tomorrow is not done. 1 week later, it's not done. A month later, it's not done. A year later, it's still not done. 10 years later, you still have not done it. See, this is the time where you find a space to settle down right here with me and determine what you're going to do next. My next thing today was to just simply turn it on and start talking. Had no idea. Well, yeah, I did. I did have an idea because I decided I was going to write a script. That wasn't me. So I guess the lesson in that is you got to be willing to be okay with you. Today we talked about just being okay and knowing that you are anointed, that you do have a gift, and we do lead and run toward our purpose, but we think that purpose is something that's tangible. Purpose is when you're doing something not for you. The reward is the result of others. And so I know I'm on this path right now, not for myself, because I can totally not ever put my face in front of a camera. I can totally not ever get on a microphone. I can totally just be here with me. And yet, I'm here with you. So let's get ready to get on this journey. Let's see where we go with this. And I am, in fact, asking you to jump in and be my guest week after week. Any week that you choose, any topic that you'd like to really be able to discuss, I'm saying to you, let's do this together. The world is waiting to hear your voice. It's waiting to see your face. And so, why not? I just believe at the end of the day, we leave this earth without any regrets. We don't know the day nor the hour. We do know that people love us and we love them. We do know that there is even more that he has for us. We know that there's a lot of pain, stress that only moves us forward to see that we are even greater than we imagined, because if we were able to get through that, we certainly are able to accomplish anything else, because we've been tested over time. Do we have the will? And are we listening to our inner voice that says, go this way, go that way? Or do we just decide we're going to go the way we choose, no matter what the outcome might be? I don't know. All I can say is that I'm really grateful that you're here. I'm grateful that you took a moment to listen. And I'm grateful that I had the opportunity to say it out loud. Now, episode number 2 will be intentional. But tonight, this had to happen. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful that I was pushed to just be me. Thank you.